you wouldn't believe how wet it's been. Not for March anyway, but yesterday was a dry day and now we've got today's a dry day. But the night before last, it absolutely bucketed it down. All our dirty water tanks were empty on the day before, and that night they filled up because it just rained so hard that night. So it's rained a lot. The fields are it's just made the fields absolutely saturated. For the past week, for a past week it's been wet every day. So what we're doing now is, well, what problem we've got is we're full up with slurry, which is not normally a problem we have at like third week into March. So yeah, we're having to spread some. It isn't a problem really, but having a full slurry pit this time of year is a bit of an advantage because that is a valuable fertiliser, and it's probably at its most good to the ground now than it ever has been. So what we're doing is we've got 30 acre field, which is the field we mow every year, normally first. So it's 30 acre, obviously like I just said, but it requires a lot of mulch. It's been slurried once this winter, back in November. So what we're doing now is we're carting slurry to it. It is a mile away, so it's the furthest field from the farm that we do mow, but it's also the biggest field on the farm. So interesting fact, it did used to be 15 little fields, and then about 25 years ago my dad and my granddad bought these 15 little fields. They come up for sale, and they put in to take all the walls out. So they took all the walls out and made one big field, because all the walls were rack and ruin. So bought the land, stripped all the walls out, and then made it one big field. And it's a good field for silage because it's just so big. So what we're on with today is parts of 42. We're nearly full now. So I'll take you with me and I'll show you what we're doing. But it's one of the driest fields on the farm as well, so it does have its advantages on that front. But one thing I have noticed since I've gone in it, it's quite an abundance of weeds growing in it, so it will want spraying this spring. I'll have to get it with a crop sprayer and just put some in. Well, we're full. Yeah, we'll just have to spray it this spring, I think. I've got another field that does one spray, so we'll just do them two, I think. But yeah, let's shut this off. So just going now, we're a load. So this is a 5th load today. It has given it dry tomorrow as well, I think, and then it's turning wet again, supposedly. So just have to try and get out as much as we can while we're having a couple of fine days. It's just making life hard, all this wet weather. We've got Gina in that wants doing. Fertiliser to put out, but we don't really put that out for a bit anyway. So, but at the same time, we're not going to put it out when the fields are a bog. But the advantage is at this time of the year, compared to like January, December time, is it dries up like twice as quick because you've got an extra probably like 2, 3, 4 hours in the day of daylight. Whereas like in January or December, the days are probably like 3 or 4 hours shorter because not longer nights. It's winter, because that's supposedly winter, and this is supposedly spring. March is supposed to be a spring month, so it's not now winter. But we'll take this load of slurry. Also, thank you to everyone who's subscribing to me, because I have noticed now that we've gone past 600 subscribers. So, thank you everyone. But one thing with all this wet weather, well, I have just noticed, it's probably last week, that the grass is moving, it's growing. all that muck we've been putting all winter, it's just shifting it and getting it going. So, it does have its advantages. You can tell spring is here. The grass is greening up. We've got grass growth. GoPros aren't brilliant with sunlight, but welcome back everyone. So today is the 31st of March, also known as Easter Sunday. As you can see, we're tanking. So when it says farmers don't work Sundays, they do, and especially Easter Sunday, especially when the weather forecast is giving rain all week. Nothing new lately. So it has rained near enough non-stop for the last week. Well, near enough all winter. It's rained virtually non-stop. But yesterday and today are the first two dry days we've had for about a week. So yeah, we're slurry spreading. So we're just getting a load on now. Slurry pit is very full. It is very rare that we get to this time in, like, well, it's like the 1st of April tomorrow, so beginning of April, and we've got a full slurry pit. Not very often we get that problem. So we're carting to the renter ground today. So next to the last day we're carting slurry there. We should have it all done today. It's only wants 7 or 8 loads, so we'll do that today. But then that's done. That's 50 odd acres there, all done. This particular field I'm doing today is the second time it's had slurry. It's the only field there that's been slurry nice because it looks a bit behind the other fields in the fact that it had a lot of grass on last back end. So it had sheep on it, and sheep have stripped it, and it will white literally when the sheep are finished with it. So I slurried it once, and now I'm slurrying it again because I want to give it everything I can give it to get it growing. You know, I've got to make it pay. When you're paying rent for the ground, you need to make it pay. You need to get a return off it to make it worthwhile renting it. Also, fun fact, we have normally got fertiliser out by this time. We've normally done all the pastures by this time of the year, about end of March. We've normally done all the pasture ground ready for the cows to go out. We haven't yet because it's been too wet. The flip side of this is there's most probably going to become a drought after this. When the weather does change, it will change and it will go the complete opposite. So, looking forward to a dry summer, not. Tanker's not half full, not half a load on so far. The slurry is very watery, very thin, just because of all the rain we've had. I'll take you with me. It is thick fog. I'll take you with me and we'll see what it's like, because I know the gateway, I caught some slurry there last time it was dry onto this particular field, and we did make a bit of a few scar marks in the gateway. I mean, I've got a feel for the lads that are on wetter ground with us, but because they won't even get the slurry out. Never mind get 30 and train arrow and what have you, which we haven't done any of either yet. But yeah. So I'll leave the steer running while I'm loading. I'll just see a lump of crust coming forward. So we'll just let it pull that forward, and it'll mix it when I come back and load up again.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up, babe. Tonight we gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up now.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me. Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, hold tight. Chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, hold tight. Yeah.